I'm waiting for Ken Gerhard, actually. He's talking about, I want to say we're on the Mothman. There's Dudley. Game as always. Hello, Stevie. Hello, Kristen. Get behind me. This is the Deep South Para-Comi-Con. At the end, I'm probably going to hop off, but at the end I'll show you what the setup is. So, sorry, I have to look over to see if anyone's interested in the booth, which, hey, Stevie. And there's Dudley, of course. I had to put Dudley on an easel. Unfortunately, they didn't have any chairs at Michael's. Someone literally bought all the tiny doll love seats on clearance. That's a true story. But it's going well. It's going fun. Again, this is Ozark Alley. Thank you. That is Phantasmagoria. You can see them at enterphantasmagoria.com. Pardon me. So keep the illusion going. Children. So, oh, you're good. So I'm waiting on some announcements before I go on. I'm gonna head over to my booth and do it now because I don't have any filler. I don't have any filler for when I get on stage. So, hey Kristen, here's the booth. This is the first paranormal pop-up museum. I know that's backwards, but
so it's really weird. Yeah, I don't put dog in the flesh and blood category.
And so far, it's actually doing pretty good. Like, people are glad to be there. So I'm gonna back up, hop on over here, and head back over here to the cosplay section. But I want to get on, and I will do my presentation. My presentation will be live. Hopefully, we can all hear it. There's a microphone. But it was a good trip. I had a good night's sleep in the back of a Prius, so that's good. And I've seen a lot of like Enterprise and mainly Georgia. Like I drove through Tuskegee on the way here, as well as Union Springs. And I've got a story for Union Springs I'll try and go into when I get on stage. Yeah, just waiting on this. I do not want to. I don't think I want to see anything scary. Is someone behind me? Nope, just the children. So, I don't know any 7M2 M6. So, waiting on that. Once again, that's great. I didn't know that was a setup to a joke. I'm so bad at joke setups. Like, I don't do sarcasm or anything like that. But that was kind of funny. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I looked. But no, I'm literally just at the sort of side stage. So again, this is Ken Gerhard on stage. Anyway, so we've got a few things over here. There are crafts and everything like that. There we go. And I'm just waiting to get on. I want to record what we're going to end up doing. And we'll see. This is also the Ozark Civic Center. I don't know why the bleachers are up there. Like, I don't know what events would have been here. I did not research the Civic Center enough. I'm just making sure I have my props to know if it's haunted or what I should be doing. Oh, let me get my vendor pass here. There we go. There we are. So, we'll see if I go over or not. I I'm gonna wing it. That's my plan, to wing it. But while we're waiting, we can check out what's going on. I'm next to a very cool, like, 3D printer design place. Ken is getting off, so I'm gonna pop on up. And we're waiting on Teresa and Stan. Ooh, 17. No, I don't. I've never learned a. Sorry, I'm live. No, you're okay. I'm not like talking to myself. I've never learned a municipal building's email or phone number in my life. I maintain that. Dudley might. I don't. So this would be where, and like I have theatrics, by the way, for this. I'm just waiting to do. But after the announcements, I'm gonna go on stage, and again, hopefully we can all hear it. Dudley isn't being tortured, by the way. That's an easel, like a miniature easel from Walmart. Because again, someone bought all the doll furniture at the Michaels up by Auburn. It was on clearance, to be fair, and I don't ask questions, for lack of a better term. Like, you have your reasons for buying all the doll love seats. So, waiting on that. And I'm gonna try to probably sneak all this. Thank you, Kristen. Probably try to sneak all my stuff on the stage, make it look a bit more interesting. We'll see if I remember how to do this. It was a great presentation from Ken Gerhardt, by the way. Amazing stuff. And I actually want to expand on the cryptid stuff he went into. So thank you, Stevie. We are going live, I promise. I'm probably going to set up on the stage and we're going to hope for the best. I'm just waiting for the announcements to go off. I'll probably put Dudley down next. So I'm going to sneak Dudley onto the stage and do that. And there we go. Right there. There we are. Hopefully no one notices or does notice. And we'll get this going soon. Vendor credentials. I haven't had credentials in a while. And the last time I did a convention, they didn't have credentials for me. It was a very weird setup. I was with US Ghost Adventures at the time, funny enough. And yeah, like I had to show emails and stuff. This was in Philadelphia. So I didn't have credentials actually when I came in today. I had to get them over time because I was like, if I'm going to use the restroom, you know, you gotta know I get to get back in. So we'll do that here in a moment. Oh, that's Matt Brown over there. Dr. Lee Brown, I met earlier today. And then Gwen Johns is over there. And I haven't said hello. I mistakenly thought someone else was Gwen Johns, and like it got away from me. So we'll talk to them. Oh yeah, I was born ready. So I'm gonna pop this here and let's rock and roll. This is Stan Fikes. Oh, that's not too bad. There we go. Try to get my mark down with Stan. There we go. That's an easel, and that's my pal Dudley.
Oh, I thought it was a Yeti. He's about to take it. All right. Victor, you ready, sir?
You want me to come up? Okay.
All right, everybody, go. Give him some love.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I had another thing I wanted to do. By the way, first I wanted to thank Dr. Lee Brown and her husband. They are over there at All Access Network for Television, good friends of mine. Please stop by their booth. Okay, if you have a chance, and I'm going to go into a few things. Just give me 1 second. Ozark, Alabama. Dale County. This lovely town was first settled around the 1700s, early 1700s, and its name is Ozark on account of the fact that it was compared to nearby Ozark, Arkansas. It's actually one of the 3 Ozarks. I know this because I accidentally took an Airbnb in Missouri. Learn a lesson. It's a very beautiful small town. But is it haunted? They gave me an hour, but I'm not going to give you an hour. Give me about an hour to class. Short answer is yes, so let's get into it. First of all, another round of applause for Henry Airmark. Thank you. Amazing. Big extended writing. Skunk Ape kind of roams the sort of, from what I've seen, sort of that state line. But Alabama has a number of its own privileges I'd like to go through that. See, I never got into ghost hunting for cryptids, I just not as a kid, but over time I got into cryptids as I started traveling. And the reason for that is there's a strange but wonderful sort of character realism each state has of its own cryptid. Like the white bag. Someone did raise their hand, I can't say it. But yes, the Alabama white bag, which may or may not be a Sasquatch, or it may or may not be a cougar, it may or may not be 7 feet tall, it may or may not be 10 feet tall, it may or may not be even white. Its eyes may be red, its eyes may be blue.
Oh, honey,
And I think that's what's interesting. As Ken said, you can validate cryptids and their existence by how consistent the reports are over the time that you're going. There are no consistent Alabama reports of any of their cryptids. Hugging volleys is one. But there's also, and we were just talking about sea monsters or snakes or reptiles. There's elusive river monsters, 15 to 20 feet tall. And I actually think that the folks, those snakeskin things brought up one of its skins earlier. When I was up there, that might be that's a good bit of there are two cryptids that were cited rather publicly and famously in town hall. The first is going to be the bull. Now, whereas the river monster goes back to 1871, about 100 years later, we ended up with the bull woman of a woman with a very human face, but the body of a bull. Kind of stalked the town and was reported in one of the newspapers. that kind of became more famous in 2007. Does anyone believe it? The crying leprechaun. That famous viral news story, yes, the potential crackhead who got on the bad side. Is actually one that's been being validated as a case study in Dublin, Ireland, at their National Leprechaun Museum, which A, is a thing, and B, means that I had to work it into the presentation. For me, the supernatural, paranormal, things like that, it's all about the stories. Good or bad, true or false, but the lore itself. In the state of Alabama, that's the great. I stayed in a hotel in Birmingham in the 5 Point South neighborhood. Very beautiful place. It was the IHG building. Funny enough, that building had been an apothecary in the 1930s, a medical arts building, as well as a zoo. It served both purposes. And they hanged on to that, they hung on to it and left it pets. When they brought it back, very recently, quite often, there's also, has anyone been to Huntsville? It's a lovely town. Well, thank you for raising your kid all over Alabama. Oh, okay, that's cool. Have you ever been to Dead Children's Playground? Me too. As a matter of fact, it is haunted. It's a very solemn thing. It's not. A lot of people throw the demon word around because they like to be scared. It's sad. In my experience investigating, children are usually the most somber in terms of spirits. And Dead Kids Playground, well, I believe everyone should see everything once. That one is tragic if you decide to go. Now, we are going to get into, well, almost as a matter of fact. You might not know about these things, but first I want to take a bit of a left turn and talk about the town of Fife. Now, Fife is about 4 hours north of here. And in 1989, its population was 1,000, I believe, including the police department, which was the chief of police and his assistant. In February of 1989, Fife made national news when, over 2 days, the entire town, well, 50 people, I should say, reported a UFO sighting. The Fife UFO. 2 of those 50 people were the chief of police and his assistant. They were the ones that filed the report and started doing interviews. And it was madness. Jacksonville State University, nearby Florida, ran an article in their student newspaper about how it was hawkish. You know, the whole idea of the fact that it was pumpkins or UFO sighting. They took great umbrage with that. This was the police department who reported this UFO. Within 4 days, about 4,000 people descended on the town of Fife and had an impromptu UFO convention. I have on my table, by the way, a couple of bumper stickers that say, I survived the Fife UFO. That's me going back to 1989. Someone was in the parking lot of one of the buildings selling t-shirts at the back of the car that said, I survived the Fife UFO. That's not a trademark statement, just FYI. But Fife is now the UFO capital of Alabama, and every year they have this sort of family-based UFO festival. But what about right here? Well, I do have to go to my notes, but I have them all these places. So first, I'll look at that. Please check out Perez Creative Graphic. There might be over there. That's the one actually nearby. And there are a number of photos, according to what I've read, about a young boy who can be seen in photographs taken at the top of the stairs. Just down the road from that is Midland Town. There is the Playland Log Church. The original log church that has stood the test of time going back to 1812. It's next to a graveyard that is reported to be haunted. There's a little office plaza going into the graveyard, and someone wrote a book about their experiences of ghost hunting in their office behind this graveyard. I visited that today, as a matter of fact, the log church. And finally, Skeeto's Hole. Has anyone been to Skeeto's Hole? I think I remember it. Skeeto's Hole, Reverend Bill Skeeto. He had actually served in the Confederacy during the Civil War and was killed by John Bull in 1864. They claimed he was a deserter of the Confederate Army, but funny enough, he had a wife and kids he had to take care of. Now, the reason there's a hole and why there's a marker there now is because Bill was huge. He was so huge that when they lynched him, because they pulled him off the road, knocked him out, lynched him, hung from a tree, he pulled the oak tree's branch down on his weight, and his feet touched the ground. So they dug a hole around where he was hanging so that he would die. Everyone involved with that group that lynched him died a mysterious death over the next 7 years. And that hole could not be filled in until about 2006, as I recall. So from 1864 to 2006, the hole was just an empty hole. But there's one more thing before I go. Can I have a volunteer? I'm dead serious. I'm not going to do anything here. It's just I have a microphone. So, anyone with 2 hands? It's going to take me. There it goes. We're going to pop up. Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. What's your name? Hey, got it. Thank you. Nice to meet you too. You ever eat a 1,000 rods?
No.
We're gonna find out. Okay. One in each hand, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ken. Okay? Have we met before the show?
Yeah.
Very good. I want you to do it just like that, arms at your sides.
Okay.
Now I need you to ask. Repeat after me, starting now. Is there anyone here?
Is there anyone here
With us right now?
with us right now?
Cross the dousing rods
Cross the dousing rods against.
and hold. Keep those hands there. Keep those hands there. The gift! Round of applause, the gift! All right, Brandon. How you going? Say, uncross the rods.
Uncross the rods.
Now let them go down. Say it again. Sometimes that's hard to read.
Uncross the rods.
Very good. A little bit more. Back to the shoulder. Very good.
Now, please.
I like that. So the first one and the lightest. All right. And the right one. There we go. Now, my second favorite question. Spirit.
Spirit.
Take it down.
they're my favorite.
They can come to my day. Wait, they can go. I'm gonna say over by those lovely sort of moon draperies. Very good. Okay. Do you have any questions? They have to be yes or no.
No, not really.
Does anyone have a yes or no question? And we'll let all that out. No one does. Okay, very good. So, are you here? Yes. Ooh, it's good with the T-Mobile truck, which is good. I don't think it's good. So, thank you. We're going to say finally, Spirit, please break the connection, and thank you for showing up.
Spirit, please break the connection and thank you for showing up.
All right, and now pull those rods back to my shoulders.
Pull these rods back to my shoulders.
Very nice. And the right one, a little bit more.
And the right one, please. Right now.
Okay. Give it a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, no problem. What's your song?
The hesitation section.
The hesitate.
We're doing Terry Kirby and raise money for non-mainstream mental health.
Very good. That's the hesitation stage. Off the fire right as if you're I have nothing further. I want to thank you all for being so welcoming. Yesterday I stopped in the county of Union Springs. Not only is it so haunted, people were taking me around the town, kind of. Like there's a jail they have closed down. I was able to kind of see the inside that just because I asked. And we're not used to that up north. We keep you out of everything. Not because we're hiding anything from this, because we don't like it. So, thank you for being so welcoming. Thank you. One more thing. Safe travels out there. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. And I'm just waiting for Stan. I don't know who to get the mic to. There we go. We have a Ghostbuster coming. And that'll be that.